Hi, this is Joyce from the Pilkington Homestead. Well, it's early September, and in Texas it's still so hot outside. I mean, it's in the 90s with the index of low 100s. And I got up this morning thinking, oh, I wish we had some cool weather to break this. And the closest I can get to cool weather is to make some pumpkin harvest bread. So that's what I'm planning on making today. And to start with, we're going to start with the wet ingredients. And you need one stick of butter, 1 cup of sugar, and I'm going to mix these together. And since this is really loud, I'm going to stop and come back. Next, I'm going to add 2 eggs. I'm going to add them, and then I'm going to beat again. And it shouldn't take just a second, so let me just mix these right fast. Because they don't have to really be mixed that much, just incorporate them. Now that I've got the eggs mixed in, see, it looks so nice, I'm going to add 1 cup of pumpkin. So I'm going to stir this in. And then I'm going to mix up the dry ingredients. Okay, I have the pumpkin mixed in. Pretty orange color. Doesn't that look like fall? And so now I'm ready to do the dry ingredients. We're going to set this aside. And we're going to mix 1 3/4 cup flour, 1 teaspoon of soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of, I have to look, nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, and 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Now, if you don't have all of these spices, if you have just pumpkin spice mix, you can use that instead. And so what you do is put in 2 teaspoons of pumpkin spice mix, if that's what you have. If not, then I'll have this in the video, the recipe. So now we're just going to mix this together. And we're going to add it to the wet ingredients. This is actually really kind of easy to make. It doesn't take a lot of time. And if you are like me sometimes in the summer, well, actually it's almost fall. You start, it kind of sounds good to make something with pumpkin in it. It won't be long and you'll be able to buy pumpkin coffee and pumpkin milk at the store for your coffee. Creamer, that's what I was trying to think of, creamer. And then it will be fall, won't it? Okay, so I almost have this mixed up. And then I'm going to add the 2 ingredients I think that makes it the best. I have the wet and the dry ingredients mixed together, and I'm just going to add just a pinch of salt. Not very much, just, my mother always called it a pinch. And that's all, just a little bit. Mix that in. This is a bread, so your batter, if you can see how thick that is? That's because it's not cake, it's a bread. And so the batter's going to be real thick, and you might think that you've done something wrong, but you haven't. It's supposed to be real thick. Okay, I'm going to put in 3/4 cup of chopped pecans. and 3/4 cup of chocolate chips. And you know how that goes. Any kind of chocolate chips you'd like to have. Even if you wanted to use white chocolate, you could use white chocolate. But, so any kind you'd like to have. Then I'm going to just fold those in. I feel like I haven't cooked in forever. It's been so hot that we've just been eating not fast food, but fast things to make. And I haven't really done too much real cooking. I guess that's why I'm kind of wanting pumpkin. I'm ready for the fall when you make your soups and your breads and all that good stuff to eat. I guess that's what I'm craving today. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you get it all mixed together. I have it all mixed together, and before I started, I took a loaf pan and I sprayed it, and I also turned the oven on to 350. So now I'm going to put it in the loaf pan. Oh, this looks so good. I'm telling you, I would just sit and eat this. That's why I'm really wanting something pumpkin. And when you put the chocolate chips and you put that's awkward. When you put the chocolate chips and the pecans in there, ooh, it just sounds so good. Alright, I'm going to put this in the oven, and it's going to cook for 1 hour. And it is pretty thick, and I think it's because, you know, just adding the chocolate chips and the pecans made the mixture just a little bit thicker. But you're really going to like this. It's going to be great with a cup of coffee, glass of tea, or just eating it just by itself. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the oven, and I'll come back in an hour when it's ready. Thanks. Cool. I just got it out of the oven, and I left it in there 1 hour, and I think I wished I had left it in 55 minutes. When I tested it with my toothpick, I think I must have hit a chocolate chip, which made me think it was still not done. So, anyway, it's out. It smells good. Looks good. And I'm going to try it. Open it and see. Sure smells good. There it is. Doesn't that look like pumpkin bread? Except that it has the chocolate chips in it. Sorry, I stuck my head right in the front of it. So this is what it looks like. I hope you'll try it. If you get hungry, you can see how pumpkin bread always has that wonderful dark flavor, like a look, just like fall weather. So I hope that you might want to try it sometime when you get hungry for a little bit of fall. Anyway, thanks for watching me. Subscribe, like, bye.